Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of eXp Realty. MyNextHomeFinder.com.
For the latest on the greatest place to hang in town, with ocean views, delicious food, and good times. About, hey, darling, do you want to know what's going on? Listen up to Lee and Joe and get your giggle on. The world according to Waldo's. The world according to Waldo's. It's the world according to Waldo's. It's the WRLD according to Waldo's. Get yourself down there today. Hey.
Even off mic, you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. Anyways, full house here at The World According to Waldo's today.
Yeah.
Miss Donna has made her presence here.
Hey, Donna.
Thank you.
We're so happy to have her back in studio with us.
There's total guilt from missing your birthday show.
Well, as well you should.
So,
Yep, that's
All right.
I was still counting
So,
on
in
your
case
cigarette
anybody
there,
is
but-
listening to us or watching us on Facebook, if you hear me crunching, it's because there's no turning me away from cherry pie. Love
Did it
you,
myself.
love you, Donna. Everybody knows I love cherry pie.
and there's somebody calling.
Joseph,
now.
Me.
And
What a bunch of
chocolate
amateurs
ice
today.
cream.
That never
Chocolate ice cream, cherry pie.
Haagen-Dazs chocolate ice
No,
cream.
Ben and Jerry's way better.
Oh,
happened.
You bought Ben and
I was
Jerry's.
going to say she's
Yeah.
spared no expense.
And we also have Marty Paris from Paris Productions in the house. Woohoo!
Yeah, Marty.
Full boat today. Full boat. I like it.
What,
Oh,
one
don't
more
say
person,
that
we'll
in front-
sink.
We're missing somebody.
Me. They know I'm
Oh,
here.
they
I'm part.
look.
And then there's Joe.
Joe would show
And
up
then
from the
there's
grave,
Joe.
okay?
All right.
He may not show up for a whole lot of crap, but he'll show up for the radio
Yeah.
show.
I'm not
Along
good, yeah.
comes
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah, so we're here.
Actually, I just, sorry.
That's okay. We're used to it.
I'm
Yeah.
doing a lot of
Good thing you're
laying
not. You're on a
around,
highway. You'd be cut off. Go ahead.
watching TV.
Lean back in your chair.
I had
Shut your
fallen,
phone off, Joe.
I am.
I had fallen asleep.
I never even bring it in with me. I don't know why I did today.
I'm sorry. Was I talking?
No.
Definitely
Lean,
not.
but Donna, lean back in your chair a little. There you go. No, you can't hear.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can't hear.
There you
I'm
go.
sorry.
Lean back in your chair. There you go. You're
taking
perfect now.
private pictures.
Yeah.
And,
Have we started yet?
Yeah,
No, we're
I
on.
think they're
Yeah.
gonna shut us all.
we're on air. Marty,
Joe,
welcome to our
nothing.
show.
Right, Marty.
I haven't said a word.
It's the world according to Waldo's, or as other people like to call it, the S show.
Ah, gotcha.
That's bad.
There's sometimes it gets out of control, but
Yeah.
a little bit.
all right, Donna, tell your story quick.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay, good. We'll move on.
Okay.
I really did.
All right. Marty is here with us today because Marty, in case you've never seen any of the awesome productions that go on at the Emerson Center, it's Marty and Bev's big show. It's their big 10-year anniversary of bringing
Gosh,
great
really?
entertainment to Vero Beach.
10 years.
And if you've never been to the Emerson Center, you can't get a more intimate setting to see a show than the Emerson Center.
And it has great acoustics, too. I mean, all of the performers are really impressed with how it sounds in there. And they all comment afterwards that they just were so thrilled to be there. So it has been 10 years, and we started 10 years ago with just one show, and that was Judy Collins, thinking that we were not sure if Vero Beach was ready to have live music here. People love going to Fort Pierce and to Melbourne to see concerts, but we said right here in our backyard, concerts close to home. And we're very proud of that.
You can't get any closer to home. I have to walk 2 blocks to get there.
Yeah. And my tagline when I'm introducing the performers, I say, you know, we're bringing these concerts to you close to home. You can go to Early Bird at 2J's. 5 minutes later, you're sitting in your seat at the Emerson Center. You see a great concert. 5 minutes after that, you're in bed watching Netflix. I said, you cannot get better than that.
That's right.
And you, if I'm not mistaken, is it this season or last season did you bring the twins in?
No, the Twins is not our show. That's the Emerson Center. That
Right.
has nothing to do
Oh, I
with us.
beg your pardon. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, the-
See,
that's
I
a-
still have
yeah.
that confusion.
No. Yeah, the Emerson Center does things other. They have the opera there. They have the Irish group that does. That's all their shows. We do all of the musical acts from the 50s and 60s.
Well, I'm glad if I
You
was going to screw up, it'd be a question that a lot of people would ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
especially, especially you, I guess. But anyway. But
Ain't that the truth?
See, see, we can do this because it's another 35-year friendship
that's right.
with Bev and Marty and Donna. So yeah,
And
the
I-
abuse is real.
But I did want to say that it's so nice to be sitting here with all of these wonderful people around me that I've known for years and years. And I think Donna probably goes, well, I'm not even sure. I think Lee goes back to when my son worked at Dodgertown.
I was your son's first boss.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That was at Dodgertown, right?
Yeah.
Dodgertown. So
It might
that goes
be.
back a long, long way. And then obviously Donna, we got to know after that from various things around town. Downtown Friday, one of them, when you first met Bev, I think. And Joe, obviously,
Well, actually,
was known for a long time.
Bev and
I was on the
and B.
downtown committee
Gardner
once.
helped create
When I
Downtown
ran by
Friday.
B. Louis.
So that was how our friendship. She was in newspaper. I was in radio. It made
Yeah.
great sense.
But the real promoters of our concerts are Rusty and Stacy Young. They are Music Works Inc., and they're the ones who actually get the performers to bring them in here. And Beverly and I are co-producers, and we sort of promote them and so forth. And over the past 10 years, we have had David Crosby, the Association, Loving Spoonful of John Sebastian,
Oh, yeah, I'd love to see him.
Al Stewart, The Year of the Cat,
Mm-hmm.
Gary Puckett and the Union Gap.
Yep. Young
Herman's
girl.
Hermits with Peter Noon is fantastic. What a performer. He looks the same as he did 30 years ago.
He was 16 when they hit it
Yeah,
big.
he did. Janice Ian, Society's Child, Joan Osborne. I mean, we've had some great people on the stage.
Yes, you have.
We are very proud of the people we had. And coming up for our 10th year anniversary, we decided to bring Judy Collins back once again.
Wasn't she David Crosby's girlfriend at one time? Or
Was
Graham
she?
Nash.
It was Graham. Yeah, I don't think it was David Crosby.
No, his was the other girl.
Yes, I know Joni Mitchell, I think.
Right,
Joni
exactly.
Mitchell.
They all lived in the canyon
They,
together.
Laurel
Yep.
Canyon.
Yep.
Yep, they all started in Laurel Canyon.
Wow,
Yep.
Joe's favorite channel is E up there.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So Judy is going to be performing her Wildflowers album, which contains Both Sides Now. I've looked at life from both sides now.
Sure.
Up and down. She's going to be doing that entire album, and she'll be accompanied by the Space Coast Symphony Orchestra.
Cool.
So that's going to be
Whoa.
fabulous. So we're really proud of that.
I have this old memory, and maybe you can help me out with this, because I remember the first time you were bringing her in.
That was 10 years ago.
It was 10 years ago, and I didn't realize that till you said that, but you, Marty, Bev, and Jim and I were, Marty, Bev, and I, you, Bev, Jim and I, we
That's
were
a lot
all,
of people.
Yeah. Whole damn slot of us. And I said slot. And we were all together and we were doing something. And I want to say we were beach, which usually means we were
Sitting
at
out in front of
Waldo's.
Waldo's.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, I think we lost track of time, or something. And we were in a total panic because they had to go open the doors. I remember that. I actually remember.
Yeah.
Waldo's can suck you in.
Yeah, it does. It's a fabulous place.
Did to me 16 years ago, and here I am.
Actually, I have a nephew who's a screenwriter in Hollywood who's done really well, and he wrote Con Air and General's Daughter and Gone in 60 Seconds, and he wrote the last 3 Jumanji movies. So he's done really well. So
And the
what's the?
Armageddon.
Oh, he had a scene in
Animal
Armageddon with the
Cracker?
animal crackers. That's right. He
Isn't
wrote
that the one
scene.
that stuck with my husband?
Yes, well,
Every time he sees it, hey, Animal Crackers is on.
But the point I want to make is that he came down to visit, and we brought him to Waldo's, and he said, if I would love to take one of those places up there, and the second floor over the restaurant, he said, just sit out there with my typewriter, and it was a typewriter in those days.
Yep.
and just look out at the ocean. He said, this is a perfect spot to write. And so shout out to Waldo's.
Yep.
Let me see if I can remember her name. Famous writer. Her last name is Brown. Crap.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
That's Samantha Brown. She's the cook.
No.
Or the chef.
Marguerite?
No. Damn
Oh,
it.
something begins with
Anyways,
M.
she's a famous writer. I'll
Debbie
no.
No, that's different.
No.
She lives
So-
there.
So anyway, Baron Brown. Crap. Elizabeth Baring Brown. There we go.
Elizabeth Barrett Brown.
Barrett Brown.
Oh, she's, yeah. Oh, well, that's,
She
you're going
used
back a long way.
she used to, if the room 232, which is the room up above Waldo's, that's on the south corner where the windows kind of wrap around. That's her room.
Oh, wow.
There's actually
Okay.
a plaque in there commemorating her.
But I think it's
Oh,
Elizabeth
really?
Barrett Browning.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it. See, I had a word in there.
Everybody here gets the wrong information. How are you supposed to get anything right?
Now, I have
That's how we do this show.
I have stayed at the north corner of said balcony.
Yeah, the little one.
Yes.
Yeah, you've stayed.
I didn't do any writing, and it had a Murphy bed.
Yeah,
Oh, that's way
yeah,
back
that's captain's quarters.
And was
Yeah.
Murphy in it at the time? Or he was not?
I want to know if he got a plaque.
Well,
I
it depends
never-
on what point in time we're at, Marty, as to whether there was a Murphy in that bed or not.
I know one thing. We ran out of Jack Daniels that weekend.
It was the Daniels bed.
All right, so let's get back on track here.
Okay. Yeah.
So what are the upcoming shows this year?
Okay, in addition to Judy Collins, which is on January 19th, Thursday, we have Dave Mason coming the week after that.
He used to be in traffic.
Oh, we just disagree. He was in traffic, and remember that song? Oh, yeah. There ain't no good
I was
guys.
gonna say.
There ain't no bad guys.
Oh, yeah.
There's only you and me, and
That's
we
not
just...
Dave Mason.
disagree.
Is it?
That's Dave Mason. Yep, great song.
It is a good
Is
song.
he not classical gas?
No,
No, that's Mason
That's
Williams.
Mason Williams.
Oh, wow.
Not even close. There is a lot of bad information going around here.
Bad
Yeah,
information. Oh, my
anyway.
God.
Welcome to the world according to
I'm
Waldo.
truly embarrassed.
Following that, on Thursday, February 2nd, we have this fabulous group from Canada called Classic Albums Live. They pick the most incredible albums of all time. They get amazing musicians to do that album. They play it all the way through. And this one is going to be Fleetwood Mac's Rumors.
Oh, good.
And
No
they're,
way.
They're terrific. And the-
Vocals and everything?
Yeah.
no, not local people. They're from all over
No,
the country.
vocals.
Oh,
Yeah.
vocals. The vocals
Yeah.
are amazing.
Yeah.
So they
Okay.
do the whole album all the way through without a word spoken, just like you're sitting on your couch listening to the album, and then they take a break, and then they do a whole bunch of other Fleetwood Mac songs after
Well,
that.
just always remember, Marty, bringing that one up, nothing is for free.
Yeah.
Just say it. Okay, moving on.
Moving on. All right.
In other words, I want tickets to that
Okay.
I was going to explain it to him out.
one. No, we can do it on
No,
there.
not a problem. Not
Yeah.
a problem.
All right, continue on, my
Following
friend.
that, we have an Elton John tribute show, the Rocket Man Show, also fabulous. And this guy bought all of Elton John's costumes at an auction. So he has all his costumes with the big boots and and he's fantastic.
I got an Elton John story for you.
I'm just going to say one
All
line.
right, let him finish running his rundown.
I got an Elton John story real quick. My buddy went to Fordham University, and him and his wife went to see Elton John on Thanksgiving night. And he said, I got a friend that's going to come out and do a couple of numbers. It was John Lennon.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Couple of numbers. That's great.
Yeah, they did Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
I'm just going to
Whatever gets
say
you through
that
tonight.
when I was in the Cleveland Clinic Hospital,
And I saw her standing there. Thanks.
they're all young people that work on you, and they're all fabulous, wonderful young people. And somebody said, "Hey, I just saw that Rocket Man movie. I had no idea Elton John covered all those songs."
Ouch.
Okay. All right, good.
All right.
Follow that, we have a double, the Buckinghams and the Box Tops.
I'll go see that.
The Buckinghams, kind of a drag, my baby, and the Box Tops, my baby.
Baby,
She wrote me a letter. Just great groups.
That's it.
The week after that, Friday, February 24th, we have this show called Ones, the Beatles' #1 hits. They play 27 songs. They're
Right.
all the #1 hits that the Beatles had throughout their career.
I'll take 2 tickets. to that.
Okay. Donna, can you write down these requests?
I knew it before you even said it.
Okay. Thursday, March 2nd.
Marty's going home today and going, Bev, don't you ever do that to me again.
You're
Thursday,
crazy.
March 2nd, we have the Grassroots.
Oh,
Hear my
Rob Grill and
midnight
the Grassroots.
confession
Yeah.
when I tell the world that I love you. Great group also. And Thursday, March 9th, we have a Chicago tribute band called Beginnings.
I've seen the real Chicago 7 times.
Oh, I have
Me
too.
too.
They don't sound good anymore other than their horns, but
Right.
their voices are
Oh, they're old.
pretty much short. Thursday, March 4th.
I've actually had the pleasure of seeing them with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh,
And the
wow.
horns were it. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were
definitely.
vocals,
Definitely.
but
Yeah. Thursday, March 16th, we have another Classic Albums Live doing Creedence Clearwater Revival's Chronicle album, which is amazing, amazing. And the guy who plays him is fantastic. Friday, March 24th, Eagle Mania, the world's greatest Eagles tribute band.
Excellent.
And the final show on Thursday, March 30th, is the best of classic rock with Space Coast Symphony performing all these songs that lend themselves well to a symphony, like Moody Blues
Right.
and so forth, and,
Right.
and also a terrific show. So
Awesome lineup. Now,
great shows.
because we've been so interruptus through all this, but
us?
it is the Waldo's radio show.
Yep.
We take radio etiquette right out of
What's
the
that?
booth. Just move that etiquette over. We're coming through. Where can they find and purchase all these tickets?
You can buy tickets online at www.musicworksconcerts.com. If you don't have access to a computer, there's an 800 number, 595-4849. You can get tickets that way. It's just real easy, and
And are the tickets a set price, or is it different?
every concert is
per-
different, but they they go from like $30 in the balcony to maybe $85, $90. For some of the higher price shows, there might be
Right.
$100, $125.
Okay.
But they're very reasonable, and they're just a lot of fun. And everybody who walks out of our shows just thanks us for doing this in Vero Beach.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and they're great shows and
Yeah.
great venue. I love that venue.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
there for
Yeah.
a couple of different things.
Yeah, it's great.
The Twins. I swear, isn't that where the Twins
Yeah,
play?
that's
The
where
Edwards
the twins were. Yeah,
I'm sorry,
They were on
but
our show, weren't they? Yeah.
yes.
sure.
Yeah, I love twins.
Okay.
We'll leave that there.
That would be a whole different.
No, I'll admit though,
The
like
Twins are a whole different radio show.
and we're going back 5, 6, 7 years.
Oh, it was longer than
well,
that.
probably 10 years because I did
Well, not
see
for the
Judy
twins,
Collins
not
the
for the
first
twins.
time she was here.
Yeah.
No.
I
What
remember
I'm
your
saying
take on
is,
those
I
guys
remember
sometimes.
feeling weird driving up to that venue for a concert, but once
well,
you get inside,
It's part of the church, so
yeah.
yeah.
But it's beautiful,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it
it is.
has
It is great.
the acoustics,
Yeah.
like you say.
Yeah.
What better place
Yeah.
than a church?
And they serve
The-
beer and wine and
before the show, for an hour before the show, you can get beer and wine in the lobby, and it's just a great venue, and we have a great time. But
awesome.
one of the things I do is when I introduce the groups, I do a lot of research, try to find out stuff about the group. And so we had a Steely Dan tribute band
Oh,
a couple of years ago, and they were just fantastic. And so I'm reading into how they got their name, and they were both in upstate New York in college, doing some, fraternity shows and so forth. And then they were real hippies. So when they decided to get produced and figure out what name they wanted, they recalled that one of the Marshall McLuhan or one of those hippie books, there was a line about the woman loved to pleasure herself with her Steely Dan.
Ah,
And so
that's how they got the name.
that's how they got the name.
I freaking love that. I did not know
Yes,
that.
and when I told the Emerson Center audience, they went crazy. I mean, they could not believe that Steely Dan actually refers
Donald
to-
Fagen, I remember.
Yeah.
All right, well, real quick, let's do a little Waldo talk because it actually.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. Well, I said that I wouldn't know that because I only use plastic, but that was beside the point.
right. All right, little Waldo business because we're the ones that write the check for all of this craziness. So, all right. Friday night, if you're watching us on Facebook, it's the first Friday of the month. So it's Ray and Christine with Hairpiece.
Mhm.
And if you didn't get enough of Ray and Christine, join us Saturday night as we have, come on, Joe, what's the name of it? Because I always forget. Professor Pennygood and the Mighty Flea Circus playing from 5 to 9 during the Beachside Bonfire Fest,
Right.
Yeah.
which we've all been excited about it, and it's a Saturday. It's from 5 to 9. It involves Waldo's, Casa Dieste, Mulligan's, The Boiler, and Vero Beach Hotel and Spa. Each property has a different theme, different music, different food. And we have the travel card that will be on sale at all of the properties. What you do with the travel card is you take the travel card. It's a suggested donation of $10. And with the travel card, you get it stamped at each of the 5 properties showing that you visited. Your last stop, there'll be a drop box, and drop your travel card with your personal information in the drop box. And on Monday, we will be doing a drawing of 5 different gift baskets, one from each of the properties. So there is nothing else to do on Saturday night than to come to Waldo's and come to the beachside and enjoy the Bonfire Fest.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the proceeds from the ticket sale, the travel is a donation, suggested donation, because all the proceeds from the travel cards are going to the Veterans Association and helping to finance the building of the new World War II memorial out on Memorial Island.
Yeah.
All right.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it, Marty. You are more than welcome to come back and join us anytime.
One second, I
Yes.
think you want to be reminded
Right.
to talk about Thanksgiving real quick because you're getting a lot of calls.
I'm telling you, I may not even advertise this year.
Well, we're getting tons of calls.
Thanksgiving, we have a traditional Thanksgiving dinner of roast turkey, baked ham, Jamaican mahi, and prime rib. All dinners are served with soup, salad, the entree, mashed potatoes, candy jams, green bean casserole, stuffing, and then apple or pumpkin pie for dessert.
Coffee, you got to pay for it.
Coffee you got to pay for. Everything is $34.95 with the exception of the prime rib is $38.95. Call 231-7091 and make your reservation on the half an hour because believe it or not, we're halfway there.
Are you going out?
We will do to-go service. You need to prepay for to-go, and the pickup times will be 12:30 and 3:30.
Very
Fantastic.
good.
All right, that's it.
All right,
See you next time.
everybody.
Marty,
See you.
come
Take
on
care.
back anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bring your lovely
Get a
wife.
word in edgewise.
All right, see you later.
For the latest on the greatest place to hang in town, with ocean views, delicious food, and good times. About, hey, darling, do you want to know what's going on? Listen up to Lee and Joe and get your giggle on. The world according to Waldo's. The world according to Waldo's. It's the world according to Waldo's. It's the WRLD according to Waldo's. Get yourself down there today. Hey.